All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. I have a smile on my face because today I'm bringing to you guys the Kyoei dual weight 605 MB irons, probably what I would consider to be the best looking irons in the game. But I've been playing pretty well recently, and I thought if there was ever a time to test these irons against what I currently play, my mixed combo set of T-Series Titleist irons, this would be the time to do it. Okay, so those of you who follow the JDM market, the Japanese sort of forgings and are fans of Miura and, you know, all the other companies that are making incredible soft forgings, I would say you'd be familiar with Kyoei, but a lot of you out there would not be familiar with the forging house that is Kyoei. Yeah, they are a lot bigger, a lot more of a presence in the Asian market than they are here in North America, but those of you with the ear to the ground here will certainly know of them. They are slightly different loft sort of packages, much weaker lofts in the blades, which is typical for that style of iron. So we're going to be comparing my wedge to the wedge in the Kyoei's, 7 versus 7, 4 versus 4. Now, the wedge is actually going to be the biggest discrepancy. I play my pitching wedge right now at 45 degrees. It's a 44-degree wedge, bent 1 degree weak, just to take a bit of offset off. One of the things I love about the Kyoei's is they have no offset anyway. They're the best looking sort of head from a transition hosel into the leading edge standpoint that you can get. So, but it's 47 degrees on this pitching wedge. The 7 irons, there's only 1 degree of difference. I play mine at 33, the Kyoei's are 34. And there's 3 degrees of difference again. I play my 4 iron at 21, and the Kyoei 4 iron is at 24. So there will be some differences. Obviously, beyond the construction, we'll see some loft differences, and that will result in obviously differences in distance. But let's look at ease of use, turf interaction, forgiveness. That's going to be the big one, I think, that we're talking about today. But also feel, the incredible feel of these Japanese forged golf clubs. And is that worth sacrificing a little bit of performance? We're going to find out. Okay, let's start out with the VOKEY. Let's get familiar, in familiar territory with this guy. Pro V1s, SM10, 45-degree wedge. Should carry about 135, 137, something along those lines. A little thin, I'm going to say 131, 134. I think every time this wedge is featured in a video this year, I've talked about how I experienced this to be a very forgiving pitching wedge. I really don't miss that much in terms of loss of ball speed when I don't hit it quite perfect. Not sure the Kyoei's is going to be quite the same way. A bit more solid. A 142. Ball's flying a wee bit today. Good. Right around 137, 138. That's about what I would expect to hit this guy. What was the average there, Case?
Your average was 137.8.
Yeah, that's about it. That is about bang on. Okay, over to Kyoei. My general rule of thumb for me is that every degree of loft equals about, it's just under 3 yards, so I'm going to call it 3 yards. It'd be a round up. We are 2 degrees weaker here. Based on those numbers, if we're saying loft is the direct contributing factor to how far it goes, the minute should go about 131, we would expect, roughly. Certainly looks like there's a lot more loft than this one. Hey guys, I want to take a moment to highlight a fantastic opportunity from our partners here at TPC Toronto. As many of you know, their practice facilities are second to none. From one of the best outdoor ranges in the country to state-of-the-art indoor simulators and world-class instruction led by Braden Kreiderman. They've also recently developed outstanding on-site accommodations to complement their 3 championship courses creating a true stay-and-play destination. Beginning this fall, they've taken it a step further with a new Stay and Learn program. This experience combines full-day coaching with Braden, premium accommodations, exceptional dining, and a number of added extras. In my opinion, this is one of the most effective ways to head into the off-season with a clear plan for improvement. You can find all of the details at ospreyvalley.com/academy. As a bonus for our audience, TPC Toronto is offering 15% off simulator rentals, lesson packages, and more. So simply use the code FGI15 when booking online. Now let's get back to the video. Hit that good. L136. Now, what I would say, that one felt exactly like the one I hit with the VOKEYs that went 142. 6 yards of difference, 3 yards per degree of loft, like we said. That makes sense, right? That kind of is what probably that should have been. Let's see if we follow the trend. I'm going to call that one there, Case. 133.
132.7.
Yeah. 135.
35 on the dot.
When you get to the point where you are very familiar with your own swing, your own numbers, and you get a blade, people talk about having feedback and the ability to know how you've hit it. I can literally, within 2 yards, tell you how far each ball has went with a blade club, just on having hit so many balls on these launch monitors. It is far harder to do that with when you've got game improvement golf clubs that have quicker faces and much larger fluctuations and spin. What did those three spin at with the Kyoei?
9,000, 9,700, and then 9,400.
Okay, so within that range, so pretty tight. With game improvement clubs, you would see a far wider spread than that. So, nice. Kind of performs similar relative to their loft. I think that's fair to say. As we get into lower lofted clubs, we should start to see the differences appear a little bit more. So we've got the T100 7-iron. You guys probably fairly familiar with the numbers if you watch the channel on the regular. 121, 122 is about what the 7-iron goes out from a ball speed perspective. Maybe 171, 172 carry, depending on the day. I'm going to say 173.
75.
Okay. Within 2 yards. 121 ball speed. We just lost a little bit of spin. Oh, that was nice. 174 Case.
75.3.
Okay. Ball speed clipped up 1. It was a better strike, but I got a little bit more spin there. I really liked how that one felt. That one's a rocket. That one's went 180.
178.7.
That was quite quick. 126 ball speed. Actually, spin kicked up a little bit there. 66.90 on the backspin. Yeah, I just caught that one. I maybe just warming up a little bit, just getting into the rhythm of it. We should see. So what was the average there, Case? Then, so what do we say? We had 74.
Sorry, your average carry?
Yeah,
was 176.4.
176.4. So this should be 172 to 173 if we're just talking loft. Like I'm a pitching wedge and a 7-iron snob. You can't make a better looking 7-iron than that. You just can't. I also love the design of the pre-worn leading edge on the Kyoei as well. It's just a preference of mine through the turf. It really feels good. I'm going to say ball speed 118, carry 166.
166.9 carry, but 121 ball speed.
Oh, ball speed was actually pretty good. Okay. Wow, look at the spin. Yep. 1 degree of difference. Oh, that was nice. Carry distance 167. Might be wrong there.
Big time wrong. 175.7.
Was it? It felt good. I just thought it would have spun a lot. 175 point what?
0.7, so almost 176.
Do you know the biggest fluctuation there? That's why it's went so far. The spin went from 81 to 62.
Yeah.
What was the ball speed first time around?
The ball speed first time was 121.1, and
the
then
second
this
time
one
was
was
123.
122.5, yeah.
So I knew I hit it better. I just wouldn't have thought it would have spun 1900 different.
Yeah.
That could have been the ball. I mean, I'm not going to blame the club entirely on that one. That could have been the ball. That was nice there. 176. It just goes to show you. I mean, I knew I flushed that one. When you really flush both clubs, there isn't that much difference. It is much more when you miss it. That's when the drop-off occurs. Cody's giving me eyes behind the camera like I'm going to end up playing these or something.
No, you never change your clubs in the middle of a season.
God forbid. Don't start a rumor. People end up talking. Okay, one more. Oh, that was nice. 124 ball speed, 173 carry.
175 carry, 122 ball speed.
Okay.
121.7.
That felt
Spins
nice.
at 58.90.
58 that time. So we could have had a dodgy ball. Okay, let's do this. Let's throw out that first one. I'm not sure, you know, that was the right amount of spin for that shot, to be honest.
Yeah.
Let's throw that out. No point in having bad data. Bit thin. I'm going to say 171 carry, 122 ball.
171.4 carry, 120.6 ball.
I missed that one a wee bit. Yeah, efficiency went down a touch. Okay. 4 irons. This is where we really enter the realm of taking advantage of the technology. Graphite shaft in here, graphite design VF95, 4 iron, the T250U, which is the heavier head weight, versus obviously the Kyoei is a set, right? The pitching wedge is the 7 iron, the 4 iron, all the same tech in there throughout the set. There's no surprises. Very, very standard. Let's see what we get with this one. Oh, it's so good. Absolutely love this thing. 216?
210.
You're lying to me.
No. 210 carry, 140 ball speed.
Okay.
5100 backspin.
That's the bit that's caught me out there. 4 iron spinning at 51. Because all these other numbers look good. Efficiency was 145, which is great. I would have thought that would have spun at 44, which for a 4 iron would have been nice. I'm not going to hit that one much better than this club, much better than that, to be fair. I didn't quite hit that as good. Really, really straight. Was it carried for 208?
208, 207.8.
Yeah.
4,300 spin, 76 peak height.
Spin much more in the window I would have expected, but the ball speed loss that I would have expected. So just super forgiving, this thing. Almost identical. Carry about the same.
210.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
75 peak height again.
Wasn't a good strike. It was a little bit in the heel, but really no surprises with this one. 4 iron, 24 degrees. We should be losing 6 yards. 204 carry. Let's see. Oh, that was nice. That was nice. I'm actually going to probably say that's 206.
203.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad at all. 5 miles an hour ball speed down on the cavity back. 2 degrees of difference though in the tech. I will say I hit that one better than I hit any of the T250s though. I'll say that. That was more of a centered strike than either of those. The 4 iron's a different animal. It sorts the men from the boys, no doubt about that. .205 carry.
203.3.
It was nice.
Mm.
134 ball speed out of that one. Like there is a quite a, again, loft being the primary factor, but you know, if you want to go to a loft package that's like this without strengthening them, what did that peak at?
88, not 89.
Okay, so if I wanted to go to get my 6 yards back, bend the clubs 2 degrees stronger, height comes down, defeats the purpose, and ultimately the 4-iron doesn't really fit where you want it to in the bag with that ideal apex being consistent. I'll give you one more with this one. That was nice. Probably best, maybe best strike with the 4, probably 206 carry.
2059.
That was nice. But efficiency-wise, I said, I think the first one I hit with my 4-iron smash factor was 1.45. That was a really, really good strike. Flushed it, 1.41. So you're, without a doubt, getting less out of the club relative to the effort that you put into the club. So you got to pick your poison. Feel, you know, predictability. I think there's enough predictability in an iron like my Titleist, to be honest. I think I was able to sort of pick those numbers out, the carry numbers, and get that feedback that I get from the Kyoeis, from the blades. I can still get that from my Titleist. I just like that I've got that forgiveness where I need it, and performance where I need it. Certainly that 4-iron is certainly where I need it, that's for sure. But to experience blades as nice as this is an absolute treat, but it's not something that my game is good enough to merit a change to, that's for sure. So those of you who enjoy the finer elements of iron striking, just really want to revel in that purely struck one, these Kyoeis are absolutely for a player like yourself. For somebody who's trying to build a set around the performance needs that I have, which is exactly what this test is all about. It's the performance need that a player like I have when I'm actually striking the ball quite nice right now. I'm looking at not a set of irons, I'm looking at 7 clubs that each have an individual job to do. That's why I have a separate pitch and wedge. I have 9 to 7 iron in a specific model. I have a 6 and a 5 iron in a specific model. And I have a 4 iron in another model. So guys, if you enjoyed the video, please let us know by hitting that like button. If you do enjoy this content and you want to see more content like that, follow us along, subscribe to the channel. We've got so much more great content coming your way soon. So make sure you're part of the community, part of the subscriber base. Stay tuned for more. We'll see you again soon.